I know you can't be here in the physical, but I do invite you to be here in the spiritual. No. Light a candle or whatever you gotta do. So you will be here with me tonight. I need to have a very good connection with you. Psychically. Blessed be. But hey, isn't that fun? I'm in the temple of Pan. I'm in the temple of Pan. Light a candle or whatever you gotta do. You gotta do. You gotta do. So you will be here with me tonight. I need to have a very good connection with you.
I don't think I'll ever get sick of this song.
Psychically. Let it be. Believe me, I do know what I'm talking about, and I am crazy too.
The moon is full and the stars are aligned. The sky is an eerie black. It's the night of the biggest vampire on the hunt, on the attack. He spreads his wings as he takes to the air like smoke from a roaring fire, salivating for a little slice of that sweet carnal desire. On your marks, get ready, set, go!
One more puff for good luck.
On your marks, get ready, set, go! On your marks, get ready, set, go! On your marks, get ready, set, go!
from Las Vegas, Nevada, 14 floors above the floor, and from an undisclosed location from Pacific Northwest. This is the one and only TWO Stoned. I am Johnny. Come on.
And I am Marco. Welcome.
Are we alive tonight? Fuck.
I swear, one of these days, I'm just going to have to take the reins of this show, but that would imply I would have to put some sort of effort into this.
It's acting up again, but we'll get to it.
Yes. Are you still in Arizona?
I just got home 10 minutes ago.
Oh, nice. Okay, that explains it. All right.
I had a great time in Arizona. Not really, but kinda, I guess. Have you been to Arizona?
No, I've never been, and I really don't see any reason to visit a state that's entirely desert, to be honest.
I'm going to tell you, there's one reason to visit, and that's the women. My God. I've never seen women that hot in my life.
Both literally and metaphorically.
They're so hot to get melted. Oh,
yeah, they sweat all the fat out.
Not a lot of big girls either. They're all slim and trim and unattainable.
Well, yeah, big girls aren't meant for the heat. They're meant for the cold. That's why they're in Wisconsin, remember?
Oh, my God, yes. They are big in Wisconsin, and they are nice. I didn't know women could get that hot. They're hotter than the women in L.A.
That's saying something.
And, David Lee Roth said, wish they all could be California girls. I wish they all could be Phoenix girls. Oh, God, it's starting out great. All right. All right. It is Two Stoned. I'm Johnny.
Indeed.
That's Marco. Here we're gonna have a big time party tonight.
Hell yeah.
It's not working the way it's supposed to, but we're gonna figure it out.
When has that ever happened?
This is the most unprepared I've ever been for a show, so we'll see how it works. And of course, the monitor's not working again, so this should be fun. Okay.
All right. Well, I got something. I got some insider knowledge. I'm sure you're aware of the California or the Los Angeles fire that's just decimating everything. And I've heard some people make valid points. I'm wigging out again.
Unfortunately, yeah, I can only hear. I'm hearing. There is points. We got our screen back at least.
Can you hear me now?
This is going wonderful tonight. I think we found it. All right, this is Two Stoned, everybody's favorite show. We're getting started here, getting through the kinks. If we were professional, we probably would have did this before the show, but, I mean, why? Why would we do
I'll
that?
do it without a headset.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear? Can you only hear yourself?
I can hear you, but you sound funny.
Yeah, because I swapped to just using my phone mic, and yeah, it probably fucking sucks.
Oh,
right,
God. All right,
This is going great.
Let's just take a quick break, and we'll be right back. How do you guys say about that?
Oh, man, break this early.
Gonna take, as we fix our equipment, a quick word from the Hackamaniacs.
Oh, boy.
Red lights blinked. Sirens wailed. Johnny Cush, the bad boy of digital art, was gone. His state-of-the-art studio, usually buzzing with creative energy, was eerily silent, save for the
bad boy of digital art, huh?
Pushed to their limit. Monitors displayed a single chilling message. Hackamaniacs were here. Yes.
The studio. It was my sanctuary. Now it's just a crime scene.
Empty takeout containers and overturned energy drinks hinted at a struggle. A lone paintbrush lay on the floor.
Why does Johnny sound like Keanu
digital
Reeves?
ink long dried.
Yeah.
The air itself seemed thick with fear and the unknown.
You haven't quit.
Johnny Cush, the untouchable artist.
Why
had
would I
vanished
quit?
into
I'm the
digital
greatest broadcaster to ever exist.
The perpetrators of this audacious kidnapping were no ordinary criminals. They were the Hackamaniacs, a notorious collective of cyber outlaws known for their technical prowess and anarchic ideology.
Oh, God. This is the worst bit I've ever
coding
done.
savant with a vendetta against the art world's elite.
I mean, I hate to agree with you on that one, but yeah, even for AI-generated shit, this is bad.
And then there was El Haribi, the ghost, a whisper in the digital wind.
I'm trying to stop it
Their
here.
origins and motives shrouded in mystery.
Driven by a warped sense of justice and fueled by their disdain for the established order, the Hackamaniacs...
All right, we are back live tonight. We want to welcome our new friend here. What's his name? You started 9 minutes ago streaming on the phone. Break time? You know, sometimes
Yes,
stuff
I know.
happens.
We're having technical issues. I live in buttfuck nowhere. Give me a break.
Yeah, and I just got done driving 5 hours. So settle down, soup party.
Is that
By the way, who
is that your
parties with
political
soup?
stance? Is that your
Who
political
parties-
party that you affiliate with?
Soup. Fucking what a maroon.
I mean, I like soup. I have nothing against soup.
I hate soup. I
Really?
haven't had a soup I liked, and never again. Especially, I'm starting to dislike this soup. Oh God! All right, you know, usually this is pretty flawless.
Since when?
Well, you know, we had a couple of good shows back in the day. He'll be gone soon enough. So, anyways, we are live tonight. And what were you talking about before we had some equipment problems?
Yes. Anyway.
Oh wait, we gotta take another. Hold on, we gotta take another break. Hold on.
But
It's break time. We were on for 37. No, go ahead. I'm just fucking with you.
all right. So you know the LA fires that are going on, destroying everything.
Yes.
So, my Aussie buddies have told me that partially the reason why the fires are getting out of control is because we have lent the Australians our firefighting planes. Because
We did
it's
what?
our winter. Yeah, because it's our winter, but in Australia it's summer. So California lent their firefighting planes to Australia. They do this every year. Because in their summer, yeah, there's bushfires all the time. So, yeah, it makes sense. But in hindsight, probably shouldn't have done that because now we have even less firefighting planes to fight the LA fire.
Well, there's so much bullshit going on out there. These fucking Republican guys out making shit up. It's like, I heard a story. Oh, well, the Oregon Fire Department's at the border, but they won't let them in because they have to go through a screening for the trucks.
That emissions test.
That never happened.
Dude, I'm telling you it happened because in Australia told me it happened.
Wild shit how everybody heard of this channel and no one ever turned in. Oh, I don't know. Crazy, huh?
Yeah, almost
Your
like it's
turn.
a joke or something.
Yeah, almost like we don't take ourselves very serious. Almost like, I don't know. You know, haven't heard of you.
Yeah, you show him, Johnny. You got him.
I am not
Way
high
to
enough
go.
yet. I choked the joint down, popped an edible, turned the thing on. I'm waiting for it to kick in. This guy's normally I don't get mad, but this guy's making me mad.
Keep it up, Soup Party. I might have to give you an award.
If you piss Marco off, you're really in trouble, buddy. See, this is me sober, everybody. This is not good. I am not a good broadcaster sober. It's starting to kick in, though, slowly but surely. Who was crying?
Your mom.
Yeah, my mom. She cries daily. I'm her son.
Yeah, have you met her son? Look at him.
We got one more viewer. Well, why don't you go over to the Rumble channel where we're killing it right now, and then you can go make fun of our numbers over there. Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
Of our numbers.
Yeah, we're just fucking bullshitting around, and wherever they'll fucking let us, we don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, who's your favorite soup party? You like to watch a bunch of fucking 55-year-old yentas watch John drink beer all day? Is that what you're into? Or maybe you're like Jake Hudson. Maybe you like a nice retard watch.
Ah, come on.
I'm sorry.
Jake is
sorry,
nice.
Jake. Come on. Let's be honest. Can anybody watch Jake for more than 10 minutes without wanting to fucking jump out a window? Come on.
I plead the fifth.
I'm only reading the YouTube chat is because I'm waiting for my weed to kick in and I'm waiting for my creativity to kick in. Right now, it's not happening. So I just want to know who do you watch? Who's your favorite? Where the fuck is Pause? He kicked this guy out 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Pause is usually here, but guess he's busy.
I'm going to guess Soup Party has a receding hairline. I bet Soup Party hasn't trimmed his pubic hair in 8 years.
Oddly specific.
His toenails are very gross and yellow.
You say that like you're like camped outside his house or something.
Yeah, and his wife does not have a vagina. Tragically, it was removed during a hysterectomy surgery. So I understand why Soup Party is. I mean, I'm trying to suck really bad to do a show so I can be on your level of shows you usually watch.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. All right, we're live tonight. We have a great show planned for you tonight. We're finally going to get to it. We have some problems, and I think we're going to get through it. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, if your favorite channel is Catalano TV, okay. All right. Okay.
I'm just going to sit back for this one. I'm not going to say a damn thing. I'm just going to sit back.
So you would rather watch mentally ill white trash scream and holler than this show? Okay, that's fine. That's good. Glad. Made up emotional responses no one cares to watch. What does that mean? Make up emotional responses. No wonder no one cares to watch. Marco, I'm puzzled.
When aren't you puzzled?
I'm quite puzzled on this, man. There he is. There's our buddy Pause.
Yo,
See,
Pause.
now we got... See, fuck you, Soup Party. Now we got 2 people in the chat. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we're growing. See, we exist.
Motherfucker, we get 10,000 views and we don't even try. All right, we are live tonight. Pause Reality is here. Marco's here. I love arguing with people, especially after a 5-hour ride. I'm an absolute prick when I'm sober. Well, why will this kick in? Well, trust me, Paz, you came in at the right time because the first 10 minutes of the show was a complete fucking disaster.
Yeah, everything was malfunctioning. Johnny rolled in 10 minutes, or like you just literally rolled in from Arizona 10 minutes ago, or half an hour ago at this point. So we're kind of just rolling with the punches at this rate.
Yeah, I'm really having a bad weekend. Full moon, I think, tonight, or was it last night? But there's nothing worse than going, you know what? I'm going to drive 5 hours to go watch a football game because my team is going to the Super Bowl.
And did they?
No, they got their asses handed to them last night. Them fucking loser Vikings. It's not the loss that sucks. It's the walking down the street to your hotel room and everybody with those Rams jerseys are just talking mad shit. And I'm ready to punch. I'm by myself. I'm not going to get in a fight with 30 guys. But yeah, it's very, very depressing. Then I come here and we got this soup party guy really hurting my feelings. Devastated, devastated. I was all excited to do the show. Really, probably the first chatter to ever talk shit on the show, ever.
I know. It's bizarre.
Has there been, I can't remember anybody else being mean to us, ever. Because we're great guys.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with us? We're just hanging out.
Just cool guys. We're sitting here smoking a little weed, hanging out, smoking up the room. You got to come in with your Catalano attitude.
Yeah,
You
smoke
and your-
2 joints and call me in the morning, and then we'll talk later.
Take you and your little yellow toenails over to Catalano's channel. Go watch a man with a stained shirt scream about baseball for 4.5 hours. Our
After
show's
he was
just
done
not up.
talking about football.
Yeah, our show has like intelligence and subjects and comedy. I know you're not used to that kind of stuff, so you probably want to go over and watch a fat guy rip his shirt off. Oh wait, so well, let's see. Let's just check in to see what Joey's doing right now. Let's see. Let's see how much more entertaining Joey is than us at Two Stone. Let's check it out.
How many people I banned tonight?
So this guy's saying he'd rather watch this than us.
I'm fucking live on my show, and I banned 57 people tonight. Fuck them all. And I fucking hate them all. Motherfuckers gonna learn respect. Hey, Flex, how are you? These motherfucking cocksuckers. Who the fuck they think they are?
Hey, Flex, how are you?
Come fucking fuck with me. I'll fucking one of the motherfucking time. Bam. I'll fuck them all up.
Dude's gonna have a stroke.
Fucking you fucking
And by the way, the man is 5'3". Okay.
That a motherfucking ball! I'll show you a ball. I'm trying to get a heart attack tonight.
People down getting their hair done downstairs.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck Gary! Fuck me! Motherfucker! Fuck them all! Fuck them all!
All right.
Fuck them all! Fuck them all! Fuck them all!
I gotta admit that is kind of funny.
Okay, I understand now.
How did you not pass out?
Now, have you ever been that angry in your life? I don't see you getting that mad.
Oh, when I was a teenager and I was full of fucking angst and testosterone, yeah, and also I was at mixed martial arts, so anytime I was mad, I just punched a heavy bag for 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is the man has lost his fucking mind?
It really is a shame. We've told him before. It's like try smoking some weed, try an edible. You need to chill out.
Not try. I sent him edibles and shit. I mailed them to him. He won't take them because I don't want to be all what normal.
I don't know if I'd say normal, but
Jesus Christ. And it's one thing if it just happens one time, but in 18 months, that's every show.
Yeah. And it really is a shame. I tried being supportive, but it really is just a grind to watch. And also mainly just the time zone difference is killer for me. By the time he's actually on, I'm either like at work or waking up. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I don't want to fucking listen to this.
And that son of a bitch every night too. He just automatically is going on every time I go on at the same time. It's like my listeners are not going to listen to you, and apparently, your listeners are not going to listen to me.
Yeah, apparently one of your listeners ditched you to listen to us, and he's not a fan of us either.
It's the same thing on this. I like guys that let the chat direct the show. You're welcome. Well, thanks. You know, I was really worried, Soup. I was really worried that I wouldn't have anything to talk about, but thank God you're here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, weirdly enough, we do appreciate your interaction, whether you're fucking with us or not.
I've been I've just been pushed too much. I'm ready to blow up.
You know, they say that the highest rate of domestic violence in this country is during the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And that is
You get
fucking
so
hilarious
mad.
to me.
You get so goddamn mad. I don't even know why. I don't play on the team. I don't make money. Why do I care?
See, that's
It's
why
stupid.
whenever I get invited to a fucking football party, I always just do. Basically, I do everything within my power to piss off everybody in the room, and that means learning the rules about how football works, so that like, you know, when they throw the football and it goes out of bounds, I go like, "Oh, that call is bullshit. He landed that." And then everyone is just like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Are you blind?" It's like, "No, watch the fucking footage." And then you know, it's like, "No, he was clearly out of bounds." I was like, "Okay, whatever." And you just keep going like that. You're just like, "I don't fucking care. I'm just saying shit. Why are you listening to me? I don't know anybody
God.
on this goddamn team. I didn't show up in a fucking jersey. I just walk in and go, okay, everybody's rooting for Packers. Okay, I'm Vikings today. Let's go Vikings." And there's like, "Who's your favorite player?" 24. "Why do you like him?" "I don't know."
Oh, it's 2 and a 4. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like him. You just say the most minimal shit or anything that you could think of. I'm like, "Oh, that call is bullshit," or "That guy crossed the line," or whatever. And then at the end, if they lose, then you could go, "Well, that was a good game, wasn't it?" But then if they win, then they just be massive fucking assholes about it. Then you just go, "Yeah, that was a good game, wasn't it?" Like, wait, you don't care? No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cry. I saw men
Yeah.
crying last night.
Yeah, there's literally people that cry to that shit, and it blows my mind. Like, the only time I would consider, like, if you were crying to a fucking football game is if you know somebody who is on the team. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, if you knew them and they died.
Right. If they died.
Then maybe a couple of tears.
If they died on the field, then yes, you can cry over them.
Yeah, I am really frustrated here. I'm trying to start this vape because I'm not high and it won't turn on.
You gotta hit the button 5 times.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. 3, 4. It must be dead. Boy, I just cannot get high tonight.
Now that is a conundrum.
It really is the first time. Like the weed just is not hitting. I probably got to smoke some more. What else we got going on this week? I went to. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I am cursed. So it's cursed.
Maybe it's dead.
Yeah,
I mean, if you charge it and you just let it sit for like 10 minutes, you can get a quick hit out of it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to do that. Probably gonna have to fucking go outside and smoke a joint.
What, you're scared of stinking up your pool house?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the smell of weed.
Interesting.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, well, that's actually interesting because I find that a lot of people is the opposite, where like people who don't smoke weed, they're like, "Oh, that smells disgusting." But if you do smoke weed and you smell it, it smells like a fucking steak dinner.
This fucking thing. What kind of fucking charger is this? This is insane.
I'm guessing it's a micro USB.
Where the fuck is that? What you hook up to your PlayStation?
The PS5 is a USB-C.
So that's not going to work either.
No.
This is insane, man. I can't even get hot. This is really bothering me.
Don't you have the box? Doesn't it have the charger with the USB adapter?
I don't know. Okay. All right. So the vape is off limits tonight.
At least for now.
No, it just turned on. It just turned on. But it won't. Why won't it hit? Oh, there we go. Okay. I got it to work now. Okay. All right. Now things are turning around. What the fuck?
What did you do to your battery?
Okay. Sorry, man. We should have started this a little later, maybe.
Yeah, in hindsight, yeah, we probably could have started this a little later. But you got it working?
We got it working, and
Is it going to explode like your microwave?
God, I hope not. All right, so I got to focus on the show here. God damn it. What's going on?
You
Okay,
tell
there
me,
we go.
man.
All
You're
right.
running the board.
Okay, I'm running the board. We're back. We're back live tonight, and this has never happened.
You're sober
come
on
on.
this show?
This fucking thing. It doesn't make any sense. You smoke them vapes all the time, right?
Yeah.
Do you do disposables, or do you do the? Do you have your own battery?
I have my own battery. It's the it's called the Snail from Luca.
Oh, you got a
And
snail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those. I had a guy try to sell me that the other day. Does it work?
Oh yeah, they're fucking awesome. I vouch for this 110%. And I've gone through a lot of different batteries where, like, there's like dispensaries that have their own batteries, and they're like the cheapo $15 batteries that you just, if you need one. And I have one of those in an emergency if one of my batteries gets broken, just some cheapo $15 battery. But investing like another $15 or $20 to get a nice battery is definitely worth it, especially because there are some where you can adjust the voltage and like how intense of a hit you want it to be. This one doesn't do that, not so much, but I have one in the past that did do that, and holy shit, I thought I was going to fucking cough my goddamn lung out because I cranked it all the way just to see what it would be like. It just, oh, that was a mistake.
That's the thing that sucks about vapes. You don't feel it going down your throat, so you don't know how to regulate it.
Mm-mm. That's what she said.
She's got a bad gag reflux. But no, those you can do oils in too, right? Like just straight like oils and shit. Isn't there like a little add-on you can add to that?
I mean, well, it's mostly meant for just like the regular dab cartridges that you like, not the disposable ones, but the ones that are just the cartridge itself. You just screw it into the battery, and then when it's done, you just toss out that and replace it with a different one.
And what are we smoking tonight?
I'm smoking strawberry from, I think it's just called strawberry from Toasted. I believe it's
Strawberry Cough.
No, it's just called strawberry.
Huh.
I think it's flavored.
Now, where do they get them terpenes? Where do they get them terpenes from? From strawberries?
They just took a strawberry and just rubbed it against the plant.
I'm amazed that the vape cartridge that screws on may need to unscrew it just a tad. Oh, mine's a what do you call it? Disposable.
Yeah, I mean the disposables are good, but I have had problems with disposables in the past where they have a tendency to clog easier, in my opinion. And
Oh, they don't turn on properly?
or they don't turn on properly. Yeah, but it's a disposable that you put it in your pocket. It's discreet. You get what you pay for.
It's I'm going to take one more. I don't know why I'm taking so many pulls off of this. I know what's going to happen to me.
It's gonna kill you.
Well, you know, last week I went on a trip that I've never been on before. That fucked me up so good. I was scared to do it, but yeah, it was the
THCP.
I have the ad. I have the ad here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I just took 3 big pulls off that son of a bitch, and hopefully tonight I won't have demons chasing me around my house.
Just jump in the water. They hate water. It's okay.
The thing that surprised me the most out of the vape pen is I was still stoned 12 hours later. That's never happened. I've never been that high that long. That starts freaking you out.
Oh, yeah. But if you do it consistently like I do, then you just have to go through, like I said in the past, where you do have to go through tolerance breaks every so often because you find yourself just going and you blow like halfway through your cartridge and you're only 2 days in. You're just like, man, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, last Tuesday when we did it, I was pulling on this Primo thing, and I'm like, this ain't getting it all. This THCP, what a joke. This ain't shit. What a waste of money.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Huh? What's going on?
It was, you were literally talking shit about it. Then it was like, anyway, what were we talking about?
Yeah, man, we ain't doing that no more. And it fucked me up bad.
I don't know.
Like
it sounded like the THCH was worse, to be honest.
That ride, I'll never go on again. That ride was awful.
Yeah, you were full blown retarded from what you described it to be. So you were just
I was drooling on myself, and it hit me right in the middle of an episode.
Yeah, you were literally crawling on your hands and knees desperately to go to the fridge.
And so, yeah, I mean, why don't they just legalize fucking weed? It's just getting ridiculous.
I don't know, man. It is ridiculous, but it's a slow battle. It's always been a fucking slow battle.
I mean, it started out, you went to the gas station and you could get some hemp.
Yeah.
You could get it looked like weed, didn't really smell like weed, and it sure the fuck didn't taste like weed. And it did nothing but give you a headache.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, okay, all right, I know you don't want it. What we're going to do is we're going to go into this hemp plant and we're going to suck every molecule out of it, test it, and figure out what gets you high. Hemp doesn't get you high. Well, hemp gets you high as fuck.
Yeah, hemp by itself? No, it doesn't get you high. But when you extract every molecule of THC or CBD out of the plant and condense it into a oil or liquid form, abso-fucking-lutely.
And then they found that, what is that, the Delta 8? You tried any Delta 8 products?
No, I've heard enough of Delta 8 from you and past people. I'm just like, you know what? I'm good with these. I'm good with these cartridges here.
Yeah, what Delta 8 is they basically take the Delta 8, suck it out of the plant, and then they just spray it on with a spray. So you're not smoking a Delta 8 plant, you're just smoking hemp with a spray put on it.
So
that's all Delta 8 is.
So they just extract Delta 8 to spray it onto the hemp with more Delta 8 so that it's soaked in Delta 8.
Yep. And that's what gets you high.
Yeah, that's
sucked down like.
That sounds like an absurd amount of steps.
It's super expensive to make, so it's not saving anybody any money.
But
There's guys out in California with just giant truckloads of weed they can't get rid of. That's the best in the world. But yet, we're smoking this fucking garbage shit spray on Delta 8.
I mean, if there was a weed strain that was called Delta 8, you got to admit that would sound pretty cool. That would be you'd have to buy that at least once, right?
Absolutely. I've tried them all. These companies send me this shit all the time. And I did get high up Delta 8, but I'd have to drink basically a whole, 10,000 milligram bottle of tincture to get a buzz.
Jesus.
It was ridiculous.
So it didn't do shit to you.
It fucks with your blood pressure, too. It puts your blood pressure down to nothing. So if, you got high blood pressure problems, Delta 8 might be something to look into.
Hey, Soup Party, you mind passing the word on to Joey C to try some Delta 8? I think you might need it.
God, how would that suck to have to be like that every night? And that guy is 60, isn't he?
I don't know.
Not in the greatest of health. And you have to go on and scream like a lunatic every night to make a couple of bucks? Ugh, what a life.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like not worth the effort.
Can you imagine what that house is like when they're not broadcasting?
I mean, I hope that it's all a bit, but it probably isn't.
I just don't. You know what turns you into that? Being poor. If you're poor long enough, it gets to you, and you just finally lose your shit. You can't handle it no more. You can't handle the world.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, but to be honest, I haven't really dug that deep into Joey C's life. I don't really bother him. He doesn't bother me. I don't bother him.
Yeah, well, I don't like him.
You could say whatever you want, man. I'm not going to stop you.
We'll get in a fight right now. We'll start screaming, ripping our shirts off. I like Joey C. I think he sucks. He's poor. I don't think he's poor.
I think he does quite well for himself, actually.
He's got 500 subscribers. How many do you have? 68.
We have dozens.
Couple people. We got Pause Reality. He's here every week.
For the most part.
You're okay, Johnny. It's to you.
Sucking my dick.
Dick.
You're
All
okay,
right.
Johnny. It's
Rest
to
in
you.
peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
All right, now I'm starting to get in. Now I'm starting to get into. Hey, shut the fuck up.
You're okay, Johnny.
One more
It's
time.
to you.
I called it.
Sucking my.
All right.
There we go.
Wow, man. I don't know. This is a weird night tonight. It's just been weird. I don't know how else to explain our show tonight.
Yeah.
So, yelling at guys, talking about Joey C again on our show. We actually had Joey C on our show one night.
Yeah, we had Joey C on, and it was a great time.
What was it though?
I had
It's,
fun. I had
me
fun
and you
just
just
shooting the
went-
shit with him.
Did we get to shoot the shit with him? I don't remember getting one word in.
I mean, I might have to go back and listen to it, but I do remember talking to him about shit.
I remember having him on and going, he'd be talking about his problems. I'd go on and tell him how to solve his problems exactly, quickly, and inexpensively. And he doesn't listen to a word anybody says to him. Not one word does he listen.
Well, to be fair, we're basically strangers to him.
But he won't listen to anything. Anything. He's a non-listener. He's a Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, except Bert Kreischer has money.
Yeah, Joey's not really raking it in.
He's trying, though. God bless him. He's trying.
He's trying. I mean, you can't. I don't know. All right. Why are we even talking about it? We just said we were going to stop talking about those assholes. That guy really got under my skin tonight, and I don't know why. It never happens.
Well, if anything, Joey C and that clip that you played, sorry to bring it back to that, but that just shows when you do this shit for money, it drives you fucking crazy. Which is why we do this shit for free. If you don't like it, okay, have an automatic refund and go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we are. Holy shit. Oh my God. Woo. Where am I? Kyle, we did it. It's all in at the same time.
Johnny, you're in your pool house. You're in Vegas. There are no demons. They don't exist.
I'm just glad that goddamn pool was drained. That's all I got to say.
Is that really better?
Uh-oh.
Don't you think you would rather fall into a pool of water instead of just a pit of concrete?
Okay. We've lost Marco again. Oh boy. This has just been one hell of a show tonight.
Yeah, this is not going good.
Yeah.
And the shitty thing is I can't hear anything on my end, so this is going to be awful.
You're good now. It just cut out for a minute. So
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was saying why would it be better if the pool was empty? Wouldn't you rather fall into a pool of water as opposed to a pit of concrete?
Oh no, I got it covered.
You're still gonna fall through the fucking cover.
That's true. But at least I'm not going to drown. I'll just bust my head open on the bottom of it and die.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I'd rather do that than drown.
I mean, yeah, at least it's quick. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, you might be right. Touche.
Yeah, drowning and caught on fire are the two things.
And freezing.
Yeah, freezing. Yeah. It's all right.
You don't think freezing to death is awful?
Yeah, but I don't know. At least you got a chance still.
Yeah, you have a chance, but it's literally slower than burning or drowning.
You got to get up, walk around, get some firework going.
You have no idea. Have you ever gone camping in your life?
Yes, I was a Boy Scout at one time.
Okay, same. How far did you get?
Well, when the scout leader was how do I put this? We're on YouTube. Penetrating a scout. In the tent next to us, and to this day, I'll always remember this. Everybody's like, "What is wrong with him? Did he hurt?" And you're like, "No, he's fixing his constipation."
You say what now?
He goes. This kid goes. He sounds like he's constipated. He did that to me. He gets rid of the constipation, and we're all like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So basically, to get rid of the constipation, the scout leader would penetrate you. So we're in our tent and hear this kid just screaming in pain.
Okay.
And the kid that came in to watch us, not to go in the tent, goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. He's just fixing his constipation."
You had a fucking kid on guard?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So I never told my scout leader I was ever constipated. I always told him I had diarrhea.
Yeah, just make it worse.
Just make it worse. You don't want to fuck a guy in the ass with diarrhea. I mean, that's one thing.
No, you don't want me. I just came back from the outhouse and it did not look good.
Do you know how long it took me to figure out what he was saying? It hit me, I think, when I was about 28 years old. One night I woke up and I'm like, that kid wasn't constipated. He was getting raped. I mean, fuck, I said that word. Oh, no.
Oh, boo.
Well, at least we're far enough. At least we're far enough into it where the bots kind of just give up on you.
We're shadow banned anyway. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. One day we'll convert all the Joey C listeners.
I don't know. Do you really want Soup Kitchen in our chat?
No, we don't want anybody in our chat except for Paz because he's the only cool guy here.
Exactly.
And I don't know what's going on with the shoes. No one will return calls. No, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if the company went out of business or what the fuck's going on. So no shoes tonight either. Everything's just going to hell.
You really need to call up your boss. And I'm not talking about Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
Still waiting on that contract, by the way, Rick. I know you're listening to this.
Yeah, Rick, where's the contracts?
I know we do this show for free, but I at least want the paperwork.
Yeah, I want the paper that says I get 50% ownership of nothing.
It's a shit show, but it's my shit show. I'm gonna put my name on it. I don't care.
We are. I think I learned an important lesson tonight.
What's that?
I should probably prepare for a show.
You
Not
know
that
what?
good. Just flipping it on. I think we're pros. We'll just flip it on. We don't need no scripts or anything to talk about. We'll get through it.
I mean, to be fair, we've done that in the past. But yeah, when you literally just come back from driving 5 hours, like, yeah, you don't really have shit to talk about. You drove 5 hours in a goddamn desert.
I can't imagine back in the day driving a car with no power steering, no power brakes, no cruise control, and being stuck driving 55 miles an hour. It'd take you 3 days to get somewhere.
And what's even crazier is that there are people that went from one side of the country to the other with fucking horse-drawn buggy, like fucking wagons. They just walked there. You know what I mean?
I know. Or them car, even like the first cars, they didn't have shocks. It was just
no. Yeah, you literally had to crank the engine. You had to get out and put in the fucking lever and crank the fucking engine to get it warmed up. And then just so you could go 10 miles per hour.
Oh, God. People made that trip.
Yep.
No roads. They had to cross rivers because the river goes right through the middle of the country at one point.
They died crossing
There's no
the
bridges. River. It's just ridiculous. And now I drove 5 hours home. I think I drove a total of maybe 5 minutes of actually having my hand on the wheel. Car just drives its fucking self now.
I guess you had your fucking car aligned.
No, I rented a car. There's no way.
Well,
there's no way I was taking my Camaro or my truck on a 5 hour ride. There's no way. I'd be dead.
Yeah, fair.
Those cars do not ride very well.
No. But at least you have a truck to do truck stuff for whatever reason. You need to toss shit out of your house.
Yeah, I got it to load my motorcycle that I rode one time around my parking garage and into my apartment.
I completely forgot about that fucking dirt. You have a dirt bike. It's not a motorcycle.
Yeah, my dirt bike. I need to carry my dirt bike around for when I never ride it.
How much did you pay for that dirt bike?
$6,500
And you rode it once.
once around the parking garage.
And I do recall you
I'm
saying
scared.
that you rode it once to an actual dirt, like a dirt track.
Yeah, I went around I'm so scared. I've never ridden a dirt bike before, and everybody's fucking flying by me, and they're telling me to get the fuck off the track. And what the fuck? You know how to fucking ride? I'm like, I don't know how to ride. They're like, get the fuck out of here. They kicked me out. My hobbies just haven't went well. My BMX hobby, when I went to that BMX class with fucking 8-year-olds, that was embarrassing.
That was fucking funny to me, though. I could just see that. And the instructor just trying so hard not to laugh, just watching you race these fucking 8-year-olds.
Oh, God. I thought there'd be a couple of older guys there, but nope, all kids. It was like when Kramer was beating up those kids at karate class.
Yeah. It also reminds me of I forgot who it was that did it, but it was some comedy sketch where some guy was about to pull out of a parking lot and a dude almost backs up into him and he's like, "What the hell's wrong with you? Don't you know how to drive?" And the guy just turns and looks at him. He's like, "No." "What?" "No, I don't know how to drive and I'm scared." "Okay." "What?" It's just
Yeah. The road rage in Las Vegas is ridiculous.
Well, yeah, everybody lost all their money and they had to
13
go
guys
home
want to
to...
kill me.
Yeah, because they just lost all their fucking money.
They're all fucking drunk. Everybody's drunk all the time, 24 hours a day. You're all drunk, driving around, smashing into everybody. People are fucking... I'm high, all right? I'm trying to drive. I'm following the rules. I don't want to get pulled over. It says 35. I'm doing 35. I don't care that there's 6,000 cars behind me honking.
Yeah, man, I ain't going to jail because you're impatient.
I don't know. I am a very bad driver because I'm high. When you're high, you don't want to go very. I don't want to be a NASCAR driver when you're stoned when you're driving.
No, I rarely ever fucking drive stoned. The only time I drive stoned is if I absolutely have to for whatever reason. I try to avoid it if at all possible.
I tried to.
Sorry, we got a Pause Reality says, do you have any updates about the LA fires? Well, I did say that Australia has most of California's firefighting planes because it's summer in Australia. So that might be why things are fucked up in LA. But anyway, go on, Johnny.
Well, I want to know why the LA Fire Department doesn't have equipment that can a $45 sub pump that they could pump the water out of people's pools while their houses are on fire.
And also,
there's there's no water here. We can't get any water. And they're like, well, I don't know. There's 55,000 gallons in the backyard.
In the backyard, and also that big blue thing that's called the Pacific Ocean.
And they're like, well, it'll ruin paint. I don't think people are really worried about the paint job of their house. I think they're more worried about the house.
Yeah, the salt water will ruin infrastructure and ruin people's cars. Yeah, you know what else will ruin infrastructure? The fucking fire.
Yeah, fire. I'm a little more worried about the fire than a couple of rust spots on my new Lexus.
Yeah, who gives a shit if everything's on fire? Fuck it. I seriously don't understand why that isn't an option.
Are we dealing with the dumbest people on earth? Californians? I lived there. I understand. Shit just does not make sense. Everything that's shipped to the United States has these cancer warnings, only in California. It's like, these, do not send these to California. Well, why are you sending them to me then?
Yeah. Or if
Do you know
they
what-
do get sent to California, it has this long ass fucking label on it where it basically just says, "Read this if you find this in California. This may give you cancer." But it has 5 sentences that tell you that.
The regulations are so bad. I think it's like $9 for a gallon of gas out there.
Jesus Christ.
And everybody's all bitching. Well, we can't pay these people $20 an hour or minimum wage. It's going to kill us. I'm like, it literally takes a guy $10 to get to work. What? How the fuck is he going to survive in California? Anybody?
Yeah.
If you make $100,000 a year in California, you're poor as fuck.
Yeah, that ain't shit. LA is slowly but surely turning into like one of those fucking, like those mega cities in Judge Dredd.
It's, when I first moved, I moved there 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great. I mean, Hollywood Boulevard, it didn't have a lot. I mean, there was bums, but not like it is today. I mean, it's just, you don't even want to go there anymore. And if you open up a pack of fresh cigarettes, you ain't getting to the end of the block without 3,000 guys asking you for a fucking cigarette.
Oh, yeah. Seattle is no different.
It's just, it became unfun. LA was so fun when I moved there. It was great. You got to see all these stars. I got to hang out on the lots. And then it just started disintegrating. Stupid shit.
And now it's disintegrating literally.
Yeah, I mean, those homes, the cheapest home that burnt was $1 million.
Jesus.
I mean, the house I lived in, I bought it for $300,000 when I first moved here. And now it got sold again for $3 million. And I'm like, that's not even a nice house. $3 million for that. And the shit's on fire. They got, you lose a $3 million house. Where's the money coming from? The government?
Insurance? Do you have fire insurance? You gotta have fire insurance, right?
Well, most of California residents weren't allowed to buy fire insurance anymore.
Well, I'll be damned.
A lot of these people had to go to like rogue insurance companies to get their home insured, and these companies are declaring bankruptcy and they're not paying.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So a lot of these people have literally just lost and watched millions of dollars burn to the ground. But do you know what Mick Fleetwood did? So Mick Fleetwood, drummer of Fleetwood Mac, of course, for all you young kids out there. Great drummer, fucking incredible, talented guy. He had vintage drums, guitars, amps, all of that shit in his house. And he's like, I don't have anywhere to put it. I don't know what to do. He took all of his gear and threw it in a fucking pool.
What?
He took all of his vintage gear, everything that he owned, threw it in the pool.
I mean, I understand knee-jerk reaction why you would do that, but he ruined all of that shit, right? Like, it's ruined.
He said, well, I figured we could at least fix it or try to fix it. If it got burnt, it'd just be gone. At least I have it. We could try to repair it. But I'm sure you could throw a few guitars in a pool for a few hours and they'll be fine. You just got to dry them out.
I don't know. I think it would fuck with the humbuckers and the wiring. Maybe like a drum set, it might fuck up the paint or something. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. But an amp? You toss a fucking amp into a pool? That's going to fuck it all up.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to take that into an amp repair guy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to Guitar Center with this vintage amp that you threw into your pool. It's like, dude, they don't even make tube amps anymore. You got to go find a fucking dude.
Yeah, they barely can find. You got to buy those Russian tubes because they don't exist in America. Russia's the only place that makes television tubes anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden. Thanks, Biden. I can't fire up my marshal anymore because you wanted to start a fight with those cocksuckers.
What are you talking about? If we never had tubes to begin with, how is that Biden's fault? I'm not defending Biden in the slightest. I'm just trying to understand your logic here.
We can't import tubes anymore from Russia.
Okay, well,
Because
why would we want
because
to
of the
import
embargo?
them? And why
Because
would
they're
we
the
want
only
to
ones that
import-
make them anymore.
Okay, well, other than fixing Mick Fleetwood's vintage amp, which I'm sure that Mick Fleetwood has the money to go get the fucking tubes if he needs it.
Oh, that ain't the whole story, though.
Oh, okay. Please
So-
continue.
So they're telling him to get it. You got about 5 minutes to get out. The fire's coming your way. It's going to hit your house. There's no doubt about it. It gets two houses away from him. The winds change. The house didn't even get touched by fire. So he ruined all of his gear for no reason. Poor guy.
Oh no.
But you think of guys like that, like Steve Vai or, Buckethead's got all of his guitars in his house and they just get burnt.
Yeah, all of it just burned to the ground. All those memories, the memorabilia, all your records, all that shit is just gonna burn to the ground. It really is like that scenario of like, oh, I gotta save my child and the dog and the cat and my wife, but it's just like, oh, I have so many guitars, but I don't have a U-Haul. What am I gonna grab?
Yeah, could you imagine being Kirk Hammett, being in another state or city, watching your house burn down and knowing Greenie is in there?
If I was Kirk Hammett, I knew I had Metallica money. I didn't give a shit.
But Greenie is the most legendary Les Paul ever.
Yeah, you know what? I probably would walk out with Greenie at the very least.
I would take Greenie over my wife and dog. I'll tell you that right now. Speaking of weird shit, I wanted to do something as a joke the other day because I'm having a little bit of problem picking up women on Facebook on the singles page. Have you tried that yet?
No.
Facebook dating?
No, I haven't. And I imagine because a lot of them are probably fake.
No, that's the most realist dating site out there. No bots, all real Facebook people.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys how I was striking out bad because I did my normal thing that I do on Bumble and all the other ones that seemed to work great. But on Facebook, it didn't work. I couldn't even get a sniff. So I put this ad up. I put an ad up that says, I just got out of prison after serving a 30-year sentence for killing my girlfriend's child and dog. I am looking for someone preferably without children and preferably without a dog. I need someone to drive me to my parole appointments once a week. And I also need a place to stay. Hit me up. I'm like, no woman is going to... I got 200 women wanting to hang out now.
Fucking what?
I am not even fucking kidding. It turned them on. That they might be murdered, apparently.
That doesn't seem like a red flag to you.
It seems like an extremely red flag to me. It doesn't make sense.
No.
Let me get this straight. You don't want to date a successful, good-looking man. You want to date a guy who just got out of prison that killed a woman's child and dog. That turns you on.
You also didn't even bother to look it up to see if it was true.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. These women. I wonder if Paz checked out the FetLife yet.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that. Is he still here?
I don't know. I don't know why. What this? I'm gonna. No, he's here. Yeah. This really is our worst show we've ever done.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all of their feedback is ridiculous. Oh, that was 8 minutes ago. That's all right, man. We gotta have that bad one once.
Yeah, we have to have one where we just have to pinpoint. It's like, yeah, that one sucked. Like all the other ones is like, yeah, we had bad moments, but we pulled it through at the end. And this one is like, nah, we're just fumbling.
We're trying. We've actually made it to an hour, and I don't know how.
Holy shit, it is an hour. This is probably the worst hour we've ever done.
But I learned a lesson tonight. I learned an important lesson. I can't do radio not high. I think too much.
Yeah. And yeah, you do think too much. And also what's going through your head is probably not really thoughts that are worth thinking. You probably got some Benny Hill music going on. Yeah.
No, I guess I'll let. I had a conversation with the ex-wife too on the way home tonight, so that didn't help.
Pause reality says WTF. What do you mean WTF? Pause. What are you saying? What the fuck about?
I don't know. It is a full moon tonight, right?
Is it? But yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, something's just off tonight, and I had to talk to her. And I just gave you $700,000 a year ago. You live on a fucking farm. What the fuck do you need more money for? I don't understand. Well, pause. You got to get over there and get your freak on, brother. Why don't you just go on and tell them that you murdered a bunch of children and the fucking pussy will be all over you? I still can't believe that.
Yeah, I almost can't believe that myself, but I do know better, and I know that some women are that fucking crazy.
Or do they just want to meet me and beat the shit out of me? You know what I mean?
That is also a possibility.
Take that guy off the streets. That guy needs to be murdered. That guy kills children. Do you think they would care on the Las Vegas news that a woman went out with a child killer and murdered him?
Only to find out that he was only brought up on drug charges.
He's some sick, twisted bastard doing an experiment.
Yeah, you literally lied about murdering a woman and her child just to end up getting murdered out of revenge from somebody else, just to get an innocent woman thrown in jail. That would be how you would die.
Yep, that's how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I've been on a few dates, and a chick will go to the bathroom, and you'll kind of take a peek and look over it. Not open her purse, just take a glance. Like, bitch has got a fucking gun in her purse.
Good.
Have you run into that yet? Dating out there? Women with guns, and you're cool with that?
Yeah.
You're cool with a woman with a gun during that time of the month. That's fine. You think they're not irrational? They don't make snap bad judgments?
I've never had that interaction where if it was that point, I've never even saw them even go for the fucking gun. The women that I've interacted with, they know how to fucking handle a gun, and if they have a gun in their purse, that just tells me, all right, I just know not to fuck with this chick because she'll fucking kill me. That's it. You know what I mean?
Well, I was like, I can't break up with this chick now. I can't just pump and dump. I got to be nice.
Fuck no, I have a gun too.
I don't have a gun.
You can't.
I got a goddamn bow and arrow. What am I going to do when she comes in with a gun? Hold on a second. I got to go get my quill.
Yeah, you gotta go get your rapier.
Yeah, I got to lick my fingers. I get the special finger thing, glove thing on. You need prison dating.
Yeah, you need like the black powder musket. You need yeah, you just sit there like, hold on, just give me a second. And you're like trying to shove the ball in there. You're putting the powder in. It's like, just literally like 1 minute.
Yeah, I've been stabbed in the chest. And, I've had a couple guns pulled on me from women over the years, and it's not fun. Not my idea of an ideal date.
And how many of those were because of your own fault?
Well, 99% of it's my fault because, you know, I think I'm...
See,
this is my fault. I know I'm a nice guy, but nobody else does. So when I say mean shit, I'm in my mind, everybody knows that I'm a nice guy, and I'm saying this to be funny, not that I'm actually saying this. That's what gets me in trouble all the time.
Yeah, you make awfully presumptuous moves about how people interact because you are a vampire.
Yes, and the other thing was the weird thing today was the sun. I really haven't had the sun on my face in almost 4 months. I had to stop and get some extra duty. I had to get the sunglasses with the side things.
Mm-hmm.
It was bothering me so much, it gave me a headache, and plus drinking all that fucking shit stadium beer.
Overpriced shit stadium beer.
$18 one beer.
Yep. Fucking $18 for one beer. That is ridiculous.
I got a beer and a hot dog, $30, and then they look at you like, oh, you want a tip? I just paid. I could have went and got enough hot dogs and beer for $30 to last me 3 weeks.
Motherfucker, I could have brought a barbecue and made a dozen of these out in the fucking parking lot for $30.
It's just ridiculous. Who has this kind of money, by the way? I mean, I have a decent amount of money, but I'm still like, ooh, that hurts. Ow. Ooh. It's like, God, why are they doing that to us? Who are these people?
It's got to be so that people can't get too drunk at the fucking events, right? That's got to be it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge difference, too, going to sports games now compared to even 10 years ago. And I really wish I grew up in the 70s.
The 70s did seem like chaotic, but also fun at the same time.
I mean, I go back and watch some night when you're bored. Go back and watch like an NHL, just regular season game. The Boston Bruins are the best because those people are racist and just horrible people there. But, you know, they charged $0.25 for the beers. Everybody in the arena was shit-faced. They're smoking. The 8-year-old kids are drinking beer. They would literally just fight each other in the stands, spit on the ice, throw shit at players, stab players after the game. I mean,
you could smoke anywhere you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be a guy sitting there with his 2 kids, a 7 and 8-year-old. The 7 and 8-year-old are drinking and sharing a smoke because they're not old enough to have their own.
It's just like. Sorry, we got a pause here. It says, I have never used a dating app. My first ex-wife tried to murder me several times.
So that's why me and Paz get along. We've been a lot of... They want to murder us.
Yeah, evidently you have something in common.
One thing I'll never do is buy a life insurance policy and put a woman's name on it. She hired a hitman. You know what? This show started out sucking. This show just took a fucking turn for the best. All right.
Yeah,
she hired a hitman. She hired a hitman. She tried to pin me against the wall with my... What the fuck? All right. What can we do for this man? This man has just got the short end of the stick on everything in life. My God, his wife tried to hire a hitman?
Yeah, and although it's from the context of that being his ex-wife, I'm assuming that you are far away from her, which is probably a good thing.
Tried to blow the house off the foundation by cutting the gas line, and she tried to poison him. Why?
She just wouldn't quit.
What drives a woman to kill?
Sometimes women just lose their fucking mind.
Yeah, I know if I'm like in the shower and I go, oh, I left my fucking phone out in the other room. I just jump out of the bathroom window and run. It's over.
What about your phone?
Yeah, exactly. You got to switch your phones up. You leave the wrong phone out, you're done.
Oh, so you're telling me that you have distraction burner phones?
Oh, absolutely. When you got multiple ladies, you got to have different phones. You got to have a phone for each lady.
See, this is why, again, you say that I'm normal compared to you, because that's something that blows my mind about people that juggle women around in relationships. And it's something that I've tried to get across to women when they accuse me of cheating, is that, like, listen, I don't know what I did or what you think I do to make you think that I'm cheating, but you have no idea how much time, money, energy, and effort that I get into just being in a relationship with you. So what makes you think that I can do that twice, 3 times, 4 times? What the fuck? Do you think I'm some kind of cocksmith just going around slinging dick everywhere I go? What the fuck? You know what I mean?
No, that just means that she's out cheating on you.
Yeah. Well, the one that accused me of that a lot, she was fucking crazy, and I got out of that later. So,
yeah, I mean the crazy sex and crazy, the typical hack joke that's been told over so many times, but the crazy sexy line.
yes.
How hot is she, and how much shit are you willing to put up with?
Yeah. It was pretty much that.
I went out with a chick that would get her super excited if we got into a huge fight at the bar.
Well,
she was into role playing.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, I'll go in first, and then you come on and hit on me. And I'm like, this was the first time we did this, by the way. All right. And so I'm like, all right, okay, cool. That sounds cool. You know, like, we'll have this little romantic thing. I'll come in and hit on her. And now I just met her an hour ago at a different bar. This isn't a girlfriend. This is just some chick I just met.
Okay.
And she goes, I'm really into role playing. We'll go to this other bar and you pretend to hit on me, and we'll hook up over there. I'm like, cool. Try to pick me up. So I walk in and I go up and I says, hey baby, how you doing? She throws a drink in my face. She goes, get away from me, you fucking creep.
Fucking what?
And I'm like, what? Whoa, what? Huh? Is this part of the role playing, or
what do you expect me to do to this?
And I said, I just went with it. I go, just because I fucked your sister doesn't mean you got to get all mad at me.
See, what I would have done was I would have just doubled down and just licked the drink off of my face with my finger or something. Just go, I'll have what she's having.
I didn't know what else to do, so I just started yelling at her, and we started screaming. Then some guys come up and pulled me away. I'm like, oh my God, really? You're trying to white knight me? You can have her. Have her.
And you never interacted with that woman again?
No, that was it. That was beyond crazy.
What the fuck?
And because they were holding me back, and then some guy took her out, and then I went out going to where she's just gone. I'm like, that was weird. Women are fucking weird, but not trying to run you over the car or blow up your fucking house.
Yeah, that's some ulterior motive shit. Like, yeah, that's conniving, evil fucking shit.
What does a man have to do to deserve that? I've deserved a few of those over the years. I understand it.
At least you acknowledge it.
I have a sweet tooth for pussy. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I know. I worked with a bunch of old guys once, and they go, get it as much as you can, because one day you're going to wake up and no one will ever want you again. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Because you hit 50 years old, you're done. Ain't nobody wanting to fuck you. I don't know. You live with an older gentleman. How's he doing? Is he slaying still?
I mean, I don't really care. I don't really ask him. It's none of my business. But I mean, I do see him talk to a girl or mention a girl every so often.
Yeah, I mean, has the action kind of slowed down though for him as the years got older? or is he stayed? Is he pretty much staying in the game the whole time?
I'm
just asking for a friend because I want to know what age the cutoff is. I don't know how much longer I got, so I can't get any more.
Let me put it to you this: I'm betting that by the time he hits 60 is probably where he'll call it quits.
Okay, I gotcha. Still in the game though, still playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's still trying. But the benefit is that he is going gray, but because he is redheaded, he doesn't look gray. He just looks blonde. So it actually kind of saved him a little bit.
So yeah, I mean, the ginger really is a tough time, especially a man his age. Now, gingers nowadays doesn't seem to be not a lot of people making fun of them like they used to.
I mean, people still do, but it's not like a huge. I don't think it's that huge of a deal. But I mean, my dad brings this up because he's a ginger, and he said that gingers are the one minority of people that everyone can openly shit on and no one cares.
Yeah, I mean, if I was redheaded and somebody called me a ginger, I would fucking punch him in the face.
Yeah, that was my dad.
I see ginger guys now with hot pussy all the time, but you didn't see ginger guys. Ask Ron Howard. You've seen his wife? 70s ginger? Yeah. Not so hot. The 70s ginger and the modern day ginger are two different gingers.
Yeah. And
there'd be no way. There was no way that there would be an NFL quarterback ginger. Sam Darnold, the ginger, the Red Rocket.
Yeah, that's one thing
loser.
That's one thing that my dad brings up is there's a video game that's pretty popular. It's called Horizon, and it's like a post-apocalyptic future where there's like robots rolling around and shit. But your character is a ginger, and so pretty much every time you go up and talk to them, they don't know your name, so they just call you, "Hey, Red."
And, yep, Red. I always call you Red. Or Red Beard.
They call you Red. And so my dad was just like, see, they throw this shit in movies and video games all the time and no one cares. And I'm like, why is that such a bad thing? I mean, the character's hair is red. And he's like, can you imagine if I did that? Like if I just walked up to somebody and they went, "Hey, Red. Hey, Black." Like, sounds fucked up, doesn't it? Like,
I remember when I weighed 50 pounds heavier than I am now. When I worked at the pizza place, and I'd eat fucking 3 pizzas a day, and I was fat, like super fat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tall too. So when some guy would come up to me, and go, "Hey, what's up, big guy?" I'm like, "I don't know. What's up with you, shrimp?" It really pissed me off. Don't call me big guy. Hey, why don't you just come to me and call me fat ass? Hey, fat ass. Hey, what's up, big? What's up, big guy? I don't know. I'm about ready to fucking kick your ass.
And it'll be quick because I don't have the energy to go 3 rounds.
See, I've had the privilege of being a fat man and a skinny man in my lifetime.
Same.
And I ain't gonna argue. Kind of like being fat.
I mean, I liked being fat too, but comparatively, now that I'm skinny, I do enjoy being skinny and being able to actually move like I feel like I can and actually being able to do shit.
Yeah, I like seeing my dick. I like getting laid. I mean, that's some of the benefits of being a skinny guy again.
See, I was thinking more of the personal benefits. You're just like, no, I just like that I'm more attractive now. It's like, well, yeah, that is also a plus.
The same wife held her 3-month-old son hostage to keep the cops from arresting him. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Where is this chick now? I'm scared. I don't want to meet her.
Is she on Facebook Market singles? Like, what's her name? And if she's on Johnny's list, then we know that his theory might not be entirely bullshit.
We might need to be just let me know on what specific area of the country to stay away from. Because I can find a woman like that.
I'm guessing she's on the eastern side of the country, so I think you're okay.
Oh God, it's just, and why? This goes on every day. CPS, holding kids, threatening to kill people, trying to run them over with your car, poison them. Why? Don't you have anything better to do? Do
Evidently
you not
not.
have? Maybe if you got her some cable or maybe a streaming service, she'd have something better to do than try to kill you. I don't know.
Yeah, but they do, and it doesn't make them happy.
These chicks, they're so fucked up I'm not talking all women, so don't get all
No.
mean at me. But there's too much manipulation with their brains, with these pills. Every time I go to a chick's house, I open up her medicine cabinet and I know what kind of time I'm going to have. I know what's wrong with her.
Yeah, if she has enough bottles that you can grab them and shake them like maracas, then yeah, you got a fucking problem.
Yep. If never mind, that joke is not good for YouTube. I'll save that for another time.
Save that for the marijuana happy hour tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll save that for the 25 people that enjoy that program. But anyways, this weekend has been a horrible, horrible thing. But you know what? Now that I've heard Paz's story, I'm fine.
Yeah, comparatively, yeah. Paz has been through some shit. Every now and then when he chimes in and talks about shit that he's been through, it does make me go like, you know what? My life ain't that bad. I'm doing pretty all right.
I have no problems being by myself.
Yeah, just when you tell a story like that, it does kind of puts things into perspective. It's like, oh yeah, people are fucking nuts.
I mean, honestly, is this woman still alive, Buzz? Do you have children with her? My God, that's the thing that sucks.
Yeah, please tell me you don't have a child with her.
And please tell me she doesn't have custody. Because now she's just raising another fucking house full of psychos. It just keeps going and going and going. And then when you meet a normal woman, it's hard to deal with.
He says, I'm not telling you her name because I don't want her to possibly find me after 13 years of hiding.
Oh, no, we would never ask for a name or anything like that. Nothing personal.
No.
I was just hoping that woman was dead.
Evidently not if Paz is still trying to get away from her.
And I went through a similar situation with my second wife. She was fucking psychotic. She, thank God she's dead. I've never, I hate to talk ill about the dead, but I've never felt so relieved in my life. I was still scared that she would show up one day and just shoot me like Paz.
Did you think that she was going to like rise up from the grave like the Undertaker and just point at you?
Or Jason Voorhees get struck by lightning in the middle of the night. He resurrects that fucking. She did have a magic vagina, though. See, that's the problem.
It's always the crazy ones.
The craziest ones have the absolute best vaginas. But they're so hard.
I don't know how that works, but it does.
It completely works. If you find a woman that's normal and nice, that vagina is a big vagina.
I remember I was talking with a dude who told me his crazy chick story was, she was crazy, but not like the psychotic crazy, but just like fucking weird crazy. And he said that I remember one time I was dating this chick. We were dating for about a year or so, and I knew she was fucking weird, but it was weird that I could handle. And then one day I just woke up at like 2 a.m. and she cracked an egg on my chest. And she just had this look on, and she just straddled me with this look on her face, like she wanted to fuck, and I was just like, "What the hell does this mean?" Like, I don't get it. Like, it's just like, what the hell did you expect me to do? It's just like, oh yeah, eggy time. Like, what the fuck?
3 kids. 3 kids. Oh boy. Oh, those kids. Oh boy. Ooh,
Ugh.
poor kids.
I mean, hopefully they got taken away from their mom at the very least.
Yeah, I was lucky as a kid. My mom was basically the kid in my relationship growing up. Mom, don't you think you've had enough cocaine tonight? No, I told you to get the house clean. You got to get the house clean. We got to get the house clean. There's people coming over. Somebody's staying over. You got to clean. Mom, relax. Maybe lay off the coke.
Yeah, I grew up in a good home, it was very uncommon, and it was kind of funny looking back. Where it was just like, I would be in school just like talking with kids, and all they do is just bitch about their parents or how their stepdad's a piece of shit or whatever. And then there's me in a Slayer t-shirt, just being like, I love my dad. He's awesome. You know?
Well, your dad's cool. He listened to cool music. You know, you didn't grow up with a fucking nerd dad. I couldn't even imagine.
Oh, my dad's a nerd, just not to the level of mine, where it's just like, you know, not like a Dungeons and Dragons or Lord of the Rings. Like, he's a music nerd, you know.
Yeah, he's a cool nerd.
I mean, yeah, if you like music, then yeah.
Yeah. So Paz just dropped a bomb that this crazy lady has custody of 3 children.
Oh.
How? How? And I wonder, how much did she pay the hitman? Oh,
yeah, that is a good question.
I'm sure the kids are not mine, and she used mafia powers to change the DNA test to fake me being the father. Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
If she could hire a hitman, then yeah, that's not entirely out of the realm of possibility.
How much? It's.
What do you think she? Do you think she told him how much it cost the hitman? Like,
well, I mean, you know, a struggling family, guys working on military wages. I can't imagine with her being crazy that she worked at all. Where do you come up with some money to hire a hitman to kill your husband when you go to your husband and go, oh, yeah, I need to get $800 for what? Oh, don't worry about it. It's for a surprise for you.
I think you're going to need a lot more than $800 for a hitman.
I could go to Las Vegas Boulevard and get a guy to do it for $50 and a tweener.
That's not a hitman. That's a crackhead with a gun.
That's going to roll within 30 seconds of the cops coming after him.
Yes.
He paid me. He paid me. He bought me new shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love that setup they did on Cops, where that lady hired that guy to kill the husband, and they took a bunch of pictures of him dead.
Yeah.
And she's crying, carrying on. Oh, no, I can't believe he's dead. Then he walks in. He goes, you're going to prison, bitch.
Yeah, the cops knew that somehow the cops heard that she hired a hitman. And yeah, I will say she played it up real fucking good. But then, yeah, once he walked out, she's just like, oh, fuck. Yeah, she had nothing to say. She's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, damn it. Mafia powers. Huh. So you're telling me like Tony Soprano went to the doctor's office and says, hey, that guy's the fucking father. Capiche?
I think that's what he's implying, yes.
Capiche? Those are his children. You know why? Because he's got that military pension we can tap into.
listen, you say on that paper that those kids belong to him, because if you don't, I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
The real father, that's Tony, but he ain't got no pension coming.
Yeah, we're gonna whack him later. It'll be really depressing if he had kids.
Yeah, court system is always in favor of the mother unless the father is extremely rich.
Yeah, it depends on your lawyer. That is one of the best advice that I ever got from a lawyer was, other than always lawyer up. That's always the best advice. But other than that, the best advice that they gave me was, a good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge.
Oh, I'll tell you my story. I had a public defender.
Oh, good.
Starting out, and they offered me 12 years.
That was lowballing.
And I'm like, all right, I got to hire an attorney. I hired an attorney that day. He went in 2 days later, comes back, he goes, they want to give you 6 months and 6 months probation. And I says, no, I ain't doing probation. He goes, what? He goes, Lily, I got you down 11 and a half years and you don't want to take it? I'm like, I don't want to do probation. I said, can I just do a year? Go back and say, I just want to do a year, no probation. I want to be done in a year and out of the system.
And they were cool with that?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know you could just opt out of probation.
No, that was the first offer. Our counter offer was to do more jail time, which blew the prosecutor's mind. He was like, what in the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That is funny. At least you had a funny story when you got to prison.
And then my lawyer goes, well, why don't you want to do probation? I go, the day I get out of jail, I'm smoking a fucking joint. There's just no physical way I cannot get high, especially in California where it's on every fucking corner and I smell it everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm going to get high. I'm going to fucking fail my piss test. They're going to throw me back in and keep adding more probation and shit on until before you know it, you end up in and out of jail for the next 10 years.
I remember a friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name, but he, long before I met him, he had to go to drug court for, all sorts of things. But he eventually got over it and he's doing much better now. And that's when I bumped into him. But he told me there was one time when he went to drug court and there was a dude who went up to his parole and they just pulled up this picture that he posted on social media of him clearly at a bar with a drink in his hand. And this guy's response, I swear to God, he told me that this is 100% what this guy told the judge, was that, well, you see, that's my favorite bar, and I love the bar so much that I actually remodeled my apartment to look like the bar. The judge did not buy that at all. And everyone was looking at him like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like,
oh God, that's why I never left. I don't know. Yeah,
yeah, I never left.
I recreated Cheers from 1987.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm on parole and I have to go to drug court, but I have the money to remodel my apartment, which you could definitely do, by the way.
Yes. Okay, so the price to take Plaza's life was a little bit of weed and $200 for the hitman. There was 3 guys that were going to split it.
How are 3 guys going to split $200? That is not enough money.
Oh, what is that? 70? No, that's 7. Like $68.42 each.
Something like that. That's ridiculous. And a bag of weed. That is not worth it.
Not even an ounce.
No,
not even like a bag. A little bit.
Yeah, that is not worth it. A little bit of weed and $200 to like paint your house or something. Yeah, sure. to kill a dude? No fucking way.
I wouldn't even fucking stab the guy's tires for that. They said they came to his work and they found him, said that they were going to, what they were going to do to me, and his reply is, do what you got to do. I got to continue work without a care in my voice, and they sized me up and backed off. Said that they were keeping the money, and I asked them questions after they got intimidated by my calm demeanor and found out it was her that sent him. That guy's a fucking badass. That guy's a fucking badass. This guy literally stared down 3 guys. They were paid $200 to kill him.
Dude went to Iraq and lived. You really think that some fucking mafia dude's waving a gun around is gonna scare him?
Yeah, I mean, he's been poisoned, run over by a car. What else? What else was there?
A multitude of things.
A multitude of horrible things. And 3 crackheads come up, going to kill him for $200. You know what? What really made the story epic is if you would have took the $200 from them. That is like the last step of being the ultimate badass.
I don't know if I would have pushed my luck.
3 guys come up and say they're going to kill me. I'm running. I'm not sticking around going, hey, I got to get back to work. His job must have really sucked. He's like, I'd rather just die than go back to work. Go ahead and do me right now.
Yeah, go ahead. There's the camera right there.
You think I want to come back tomorrow and work at 7-Eleven, asshole? Go ahead, do me in.
I've literally seen a fucking like security cam footage of a dude who worked at a Jimmy John's getting robbed. And the dude came in, his face was covered, and he put the gun up to the... You can't hear anything, but he's clearly like, give me the fucking money. And the dude just like didn't even like react or fucking wasn't even phased at all. He just typed in the register and just pulled out all the money and just fucking threw it on the counter. And the dude was yelling at him and waving the gun around. He was just standing there like he was talking to a customer. And then the dude just grabbed the money and ran away. And then the guy just took off his gloves and threw them in the garbage and just walked back.
Hey, my money. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. He's like, I don't fucking care. Go ahead. Take the money.
You want me to make you a sandwich on the way home?
Yeah. I could do it in under a minute.
Do you want the change too? Or you want me to get a bag, put the change in?
Yeah, also, that really is a sign of either stupidity or fucking desperation, because if you're robbing the register, it's like, okay, so you're going to walk away with, I don't know, $150, maybe?
Yeah, usually.
The safe has all the fucking money.
It's like, give me the safe. I'm like, dude, I make $12 an hour. Do you think they gave me the fucking safe code?
Yeah, I literally worked at a Jimmy John's, and in my crew of like 24 people, there was only like 4 or 5 people that knew the fucking safe code.
Yeah, these fucking businesses they're willing to pay the extra 4% not to get ripped off from employees.
Yeah.
Now, do you know how much Visa and MasterCard made last year in profit?
No.
$1.2 trillion.
God fucking damn.
87% of every transaction in America was made on a Visa or a MasterCard.
Which is why I say cash is king.
How in the fuck do we let somebody make that? Didn't we have laws?
We did at one point, but then our currency became more digital than it was physical.
Nobody has that money. Like Warren Buffett can't go tomorrow and get all of his money. There isn't that much money here.
No. It's our money is no longer based on a physical system. It's no longer based on a gold system. There's a really good. It's an old documentary that was done. That was called what was it called? It was called Zeitgeist. I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. Yeah.
Okay. funnily enough, Patrice O'Neill had a really good explanation on like condensing that to like what that's about. Was that we at some point in this country, which is like pretty much when Nixon was president, we stopped going from the gold standard to what is essentially the debt standard, which means that if you, Johnny Cush, owe me $10,000 from like a legal standpoint, if you owe me $10,000, I am worth $10,000. Even though you don't have the money, I don't have the money, but the fact that you owe me said money means that I am worth $10,000.
Yeah, I mean that's how Trump is worth $1 billion, basically.
Yeah, it's all made up bullshit.
Something's going to happen very soon, and it is not going to be good.
No, it's not. Although Trump is doing what I always wanted him to do, which was essentially just throwing a monkey wrench into the entire political system and watching it explode. And then, the first time it happened, then Biden came along and ripped the monkey wrench out, and I went, oh.
Yeah,
now it's back in.
Trump's plan works if the employers share the wealth with their employees, which they're not going to do. So that's why Trump's thing ain't going to work. But, they're going to lower the corporate tax to 15%, which it was 45% back when Bush started.
Sheesh.
So these guys are making 30% more, but are unwilling to share that wealth. So what the plan is they're supposed to up your wages since they're making more money, but they're not. And that's why it's not going to work, because everybody's an asshole.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of faith into these CEOs and billionaires and faceless corporations.
Guys like Pause Reality live in an area where you can get murdered for $200 and a little bit of weed from some crackhead area.
I mean, I'm sure that's not exclusive to Pause's neck of the woods. I'm sure you can get that done in Chicago, New York City, Los Angeles. You know what I mean?
For $200, though?
You don't think you can find a desperate enough crackhead to get someone to shoot somebody for $200?
That's true. But the problem is the crackhead will go pawn the gun before they shoot the guy.
So you have to give him money that's worth more than the gun.
So yeah, I think you got to give at least $10,000 to take somebody out, wouldn't you? I mean, that's got to be like the starting number.
See, that's the thing. It would depend on who. It would depend on who you would send me to kill. If it was just some random person that I don't know anything about, it's like, well, then yeah, I want to see some fucking money. But if this dude is known to be a massive piece of shit for whatever reason, okay, I might be able to bargain. I'll haggle.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to hire somebody. Why are you trying to kill anybody? By the way, what's the point? What was the point of getting rid of your husband or wife? I watch the shows all the time. It seems like murder is always a better choice than divorce over money, I guess. It all comes to money.
Yeah, it all comes down to money. But also, like in your predicament, you had a life insurance policy in your wife's name. So, of course, you wanted to Black Widow you and take the fucking money. That's a tale as old as fucking time.
It's just like anything. We got to get off this money kick because we ain't going to have any coming very shortly.
Yeah, but see, we can't really get off the money kick when we're going to be running out of money. People are fucking scrambling just to survive.
Oh, we already know. We can tell how the economy is really going right now by Lyft, DoorDash, what's the other one? Uber.
Yeah.
All of their business has declined almost 70% since Trump became president.
Yeah, but to be honest, and you bitch about it all the time, it costs you $30 just to get a goddamn taco. I never fucked around with Uber Eats or any of that shit. I never even fucked around with Uber. I always just walked or drove everywhere. Because it's too damn expensive. I never saw the fucking point.
There's a lot of headphone jack cracklings. Uh-oh. Must be me. Oh,
Might
well.
also be me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, of course it's going to go like that. I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to start the show.
Now you're ready to start the show?
Like the edibles are kicking in a little bit. The weed's finally kicking in. I'm finally like the point I usually am when I start the show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's definitely been a tone shift from when we first started.
My brain has just been rattled for 5 straight hours in an automobile. I don't know why riding in a car that long makes you stupid.
At least you had a playlist to keep you busy.
I played that whole fucking thing. And God damn it, the first thing I'm doing is going into premium because that 3-song, 3 ad about drives you crazy.
I swear they intentionally get people to make the worst fucking commercials possible just to make you buy premium.
Minute Maid, 0 sugar. Every ad, Minute Maid, 0 sugar. Isn't that just orange juice?
Yeah, just straight orange juice
With no sugar added? Wow, you really fucking split the atom.
Yeah, so glad that you invested hundreds of thousands of dollars to advertise orange juice. Just orange juice.
It's just regular orange juice. We're gonna put it in a cool container. I guess his wife actually fucked 3 guys. So his wife fucks 3 guys. And I'm gonna say right now, I don't like fucking women with other guys around. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
It's never. No, me neither.
I got buddies though. I got 2 buddies. They get laid every weekend. He goes, a woman's never going to turn down a threesome with 2 guys ever. Him and his buddy, they go out every weekend. Friday night, new chick. Saturday night, new chick. They've been doing it for 10 years. And I'm like, God. It's that Guns N' Roses stopped doing that when Axl came on Slash's chest accidentally.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, to each their own. If that's what you guys do, good for you. But no thanks. not even for the notion of even getting half of a torso. No.
Yeah, Jim Norton had a threesome with Ron Jeremy.
Gross.
Did you ever hear that story?
No, and I'm not sure if I want to.
He says that some chick was sucking his dick, and then Ron Jeremy came up behind her and just slammed his dick into her so hard that she bit down on Jimmy's dick. It drew blood. She drew blood because she wasn't expecting it. And there's not a lot of difference between me and Jim Norton. I'm starting to figure out over the years.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing, that little freak. Have you seen his new show with his wife?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and it does not seem like something I would ever waste my time watching.
Yeah, his wife's trans, but man, one day I was watching the thing, and she was wearing a really short skirt, and she bent over. Ooh, nice hiney on that one.
Listen, you can't play devil's advocate with me on this one. She still looks like a dude in a dress.
Yeah, the one thing that turned me off about her is the foreskin.
Oh, that's the part, huh?
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. My trans need to be circumcised. I can't go down there.
That's a weird fucking line to That's a weird fucking line to draw, but I'll let you have it. Me personally, I like my women without penises, but that's just me.
I'm warming up to it.
Why?
Why not? I mean, the silly thing is, I've always asked this. I don't think I've asked you this question, but I ask every guy this.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather have sex with a lady who looks exactly like a man with the beard, but has a vagina, or the hottest trans lady you've ever seen? And she's not going to top you.
Okay, so does the woman who looks like a dude, does she still have tits?
No, they got the 2X, the cut off trans cut.
Shit.
Yeah.
That is a tough
like,
question.
Imagine like Alan from 2.5 Men.
Oh, God.
But with a pussy. I know that is like I'm not, it's hard to answer that one.
I'm gonna go with option C. Shoot them both.
I'm not doing either. I don't need to get laid that bad.
No, I'm not that fucking desperate. I'd rather. Yeah, I'm just like, nah. I'm just gonna fucking disqualify myself. I'm going home.
Well, it's not fair anymore. Back in the day, there wasn't a lot of trans people. They were cross dressers. You know what I mean?
Right.
There'd be a guy, in his room when no one was around. He'd throw some women's clothes on and maybe snap a couple of pictures and throw it on Craigslist. I'm not saying I've done that, but
you do sound like you're talking from experience.
No, I've only. Well, I ain't gonna talk about it. I do roll. I'll role play. Whatever.
You admitted on the show that you got rode like a horse, and among other things. So that's not even the weirdest thing I've heard you say.
I've had a couple girlfriends over the years that thought it was fun to, make me up and dress me up.
I have heard that from a few people, and and again, that's another thing with me is like absolutely fucking not. No way.
And it's fun. We're having a few drinks, and it's funny, and then they're snapping a few pictures, and then you get in a fight with them, and you're like, hey, how about if I send all your relatives the picture of you dressed up like a bitch? Damn it, she got me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. So why the fuck would I let you do that to me?
Larry David put it the best. He goes, keep your wife. She's not your friend. She's not your lover. She's an acquaintance. She doesn't need to know anything. You don't tell her any of your darkest, deepest secrets. She's just an acquaintance. Because the day it turns south, everything that you tell her, she's going to embarrass you to your friends.
Yep. First
thing she's going to do is you're going to be sitting there going, hey, Marco, you know what he likes? He likes it when I fuck him in the ass. And you're like, oh, this is great information for me and all my friends tonight. Thanks.
Yeah.
So keep your women acquaintances. They're not your friends. You talk to, you have your guy friends you tell the shit to. You don't tell anything. You've had nothing but a normal life.
Which is
quite
why
honestly,
Oh,
go ahead. Sorry.
No worries. I was just gonna say, which is why if I ever end up in a relationship, it's gonna be a long fucking time before I show them the show.
I would never show them this show.
What do you mean?
It is. I'm not. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of my personal show. This is fine. This is mellow. I'm thinking about the shit I say on my own show.
Yeah, the shit that you say, probably not a good idea. But on here, it's like, we're trying. We're trying to be, what's the term? We're trying to be marketable.
Marketable, likable.
Yeah, likable. We're trying.
It's I mean, you gotta keep your secrets to yourself. I don't understand these people that got to tell their secrets. That's how you get caught.
that's how you get caught. That's how you ruin a fucking secret, is by telling people. You take that shit to your goddamn grave.
I've done things I won't tell anybody. Nobody. I won't tell a priest. I wouldn't tell a goddamn psychiatrist. I wouldn't tell a family member. I keep that bottle inside. You know what? It's fine inside. You don't need to tell everybody everything. They don't need to know.
I'm not saying something coming from you. You've said a lot of shit where I'm just like, man, I don't even know if I would have fucking admitted that.
You got to keep shit to yourself.
Yes.
Which reminds me of a great Bobcat direct. We're going to get off air pretty soon. I'm sorry for keeping you so long. I mean, let's just keep the nightmare going all night, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we already gone this far. Why stop now?
So I'm going to write about a 15-page apology after this to you on Twitter.
You don't have to, man. It's fine.
But, you know what? You got to, just like my football team, the Minnesota Vikings, we laid a turd tonight just like they did.
Yeah, the curse of the Vikings followed you all the way from Arizona.
Fortunately, we only have about 200 people depending on us. They have about 20 million rooting for them. But, you know.
Yeah.
Not of a bunch of letdown tonight. All right. What was I talking about? The weed is kicking in.
You're talking about...
Oh, pause. Hey, when you go out, when you start dating again, pause. Don't ever tell the chick you're going out with the shit you just told us tonight. That shit, you go fucking, what you do is you erase your whole past when you meet a new woman. None of that shit is meant. You were in the military, you're out of the military and looking for a good woman, and that's the only thing that's ever happened to you in your life. Because if you sit down with a woman and you tell her that shit, she's going to run so goddamn fast, you're never going to see her again. So if you want to get laid, put that shit in a bag and put it away.
Yeah, save it for when you know that she's nice and you're old and there's nothing that she could do about it because she has no choice but to stick it around with you.
Because if a chick told me your story, I'd be like, I'm not sleeping over here tonight. What if 3 crackheads come over and try to kill me and kill her again?
Yeah, they try to kill her. They try to kill me now. But to be fair, he did say that was 13 years ago. So if that might be, okay, well, that does make it a little better. But still.
No, once you got into a crazy woman's mind, you're cursed for life. There'll be a point where somehow, some way, that woman will get a hold of him out of the blue. And then he's going to be in a vulnerable state where he hasn't had any pussy in a while. And you go, we need to get Paz some new pussy, and we need to get his brain back on track. Now I'm starting to see, every week we unpeel the onion of Paz. And I love it. I absolutely love this man. He is the most interesting man in the world. He really is.
He is the Dos Equis man.
If not, he's in the top 10. I love this guy. Thank God he's still here.
Yeah, for real.
If his wife would have killed him 13 years ago, we'd have nobody listening to the show.
No, we would have no excuse to be doing the show at all.
I was gonna quit tonight, but I'm like, I can't let Paz down. I gotta come on.
Yeah, he seemed really disappointed when we did that New Year's show because I was out with family and couldn't do a show. He was just like, "Hey, what's going on?" Oh, see you next week. He was just like, "Well, okay."
I love the idea of AI, but I don't love the execution. I can't stand it. I'm done. It's it. Can't do it no more.
Oh, it's getting there. Slowly but surely, it's getting there.
No more AI stuff on the channel. I can't handle it no more. I keep saying that, and I keep doing it because I'm like, I don't want to do a show right now, but I got to put an announcement. Can I just do an AI? I'll just do an AI, and it sucked.
That's why you got to do. That's why you got to do multiple takes and just pick the best one.
Yeah, I'm not a multiple take guy. They call me one take Johnny because I'm so lazy. Good enough.
Yeah.
Like tonight's card tonight for the show might just the the cover page of the show. It just kind of it just went to the dogs.
Absolutely. I don't know what breed of dogs these are supposed to be, but one has smoke coming out of its ear for some reason.
Yeah, one has two different styles of ears.
Yeah, one has 2 pairs of ears, and the other one apparently swallowed a joint, and the smoke's coming out of its ears.
I'm supposed to be 2 stoned dogs. I'm like, all right, we got to go on in 3 minutes. This is going to have to work.
I mean, it's not bad. I like it. Weirdly enough, I do like this.
Oh my god, it's better than some. Some have been really bad. Some of them have really turned off listeners.
Yeah, some of them did turn out bad, but I do also kind of like how bad they are.
I'm nominating the worst one of all time is the one where we looked like Rambo with like giant muscles.
Yeah, we both looked like fucking bodybuilders who looked like fucking Macho Man.
Oh, that's what you come around here for, the wackiness. You come here for the good cover art conversation. And good times. All right. Well, I think we've punished the people enough tonight.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
This thing really started off horrible, and then it got really, and then it corrected itself. You can tell exactly as when you listen to this show, it's an experiment to see what it sounds like being sober, and then getting slowly stoned in the episode. How much better it got, which will prove.
Weirdly enough, it did get better.
Which will prove marijuana is good for you, especially if you do a podcast.
Yes, it helps you soldier on and get past all the hurdles that are thrown at you.
So I was listening to Howard Stern today. One last thing before we leave.
Okay.
And he said he went to a party this last weekend, and find me a woman that is deep as me in the Great Way Project, and I will date her. I know a woman. I know one.
I don't think you know what he's talking about.
No, I know what he's talking about. I know a chick that used to have to eat cigarette butts as a child. It'd be perfect for him.
Fucking what? I know a great chick for you. She eats cigarette butts as a kid. Real nice lady.
We're clipping that. Nice lady. Oh God! I know I could find a woman that likes a hulk of a man with a calm demeanor.
Yeah.
She might have a few cigarette burns on her pussy, but other than that, she's pretty hot.
I like how you just brought that up so casually. It's like, yeah, she ate cigarette butts as a kid, whatever.
Not willingly, she was forced to.
I know, but the fact that you just said that so casually, it was just like, oh yeah, so matter of factly.
Yeah, my idea of a crazy chick and your idea of a crazy chick are 2 different worlds.
Yeah. You have actual crazy chicks. I have crazy chicks where, unless they have a weapon, there is no way that they could actually hurt me. No,
I don't. You're paranoid, man. Anytime.
Oh yeah, man. I'm always fucking paranoid. People say that I'm paranoid, and I say, well, I might be paranoid, but I say you're not paranoid enough. I think you're too trusting.
So, I mean, we can't find this guy a woman. We got to get this guy. I don't know. Does he need a new wardrobe or something? What do we need to do? We get you an appointment at the barber. Get you all tightened up. For your new pussy adventure?
You plan on coming out to Vegas at some point? Maybe after LA's done being on fire?
He might be a guy to take on the. I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going to mention that. Never mind.
Yeah. That's more for your Rumble show.
Yeah, that's a Rumble idea. Anyways, find me a woman. Oh, I already said that. Okay, the weed is kicking. I was going to bring up one story. I forgot it, so I guess.
It was something about Howard Stern.
Oh, yeah, Howard Stern today. He went to a party this weekend, and he said every single motherfucker there. He goes, there's a lot of, I'm not going to mention who was there. I'm not a name dropper guy, but there was a lot of really famous people there. Every single one of them handed me a goddamn business card. Come on my podcast. Come on my podcast. Come on my podcast. He goes, who doesn't have a fucking podcast?
I know. Like, after, really, it was the pandemic that really exploded all these people doing podcasts because they had nothing fucking better to do. They were all sitting at home, you know? Now everybody has a fucking podcast, including me.
You know, and the only time I didn't do a podcast is during the podcast boom. I'm sitting in jail.
Yes.
I worked my whole life for this moment, and I can't do it. He really put up a good point. He goes, you know, I was working radio, making $50 a week in Detroit, living in a fucking monastery because I couldn't afford a regular apartment. Struggling my ass off, worrying about getting fired every weekend, scratching dimes, not being able to pay my rent, my wife yelling at me because I get a real job. I scratch and claw my way, worked 20 years to get to this point, and now I'm at the same level as a chick that says Hawk Tua. We got the same amount of listeners.
I don't know. I think she has more listeners than us. She developed her own fucking cryptocurrency and scammed everybody.
Anybody that bought fucking crypto from Taktua deserved to get ripped off.
Absolutely.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I found out you can mine your own coins. You can literally print your own money with your computer.
Yeah, Bitcoin mining.
What am I doing with my life? This guy's just turn their computer on and are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah. Just from digitally mining for digital currency that technically doesn't exist.
It's crazy. It's going to crash. It's going to crash hard.
Oh, yeah.
It already has.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody bragging about their NFTs right now?
I completely fucking forgot about NFTs. That's another one where I'm just like, do you seriously bought an NFT? Like, the only time I would ever accept anyone buying an NFT is if it was for a fucking joke. But even then, I'd be like, why did you do that for a joke? But the one thing that was funny was that there were people that were showing off their NFTs and just be like, hey, here's this NFT that I bought. And then it's just every comment was someone taking a screenshot of that NFT and making it their profile picture.
Yep.
It's like, that's exactly what what the fuck did you think was going to happen? You just made your fucking picture part of the public domain now.
It's, and what about the people that spent $12 million on buying property in the metaverse?
Yeah. Yeah, leaning in on the fucking VR shit on that, buying virtual property. What is this, first-person Sims? Who the fuck?
And does that even exist anymore?
Sims?
No,
Yeah.
I mean the metaverse, the buying property in the metaverse.
I guess. I don't know. I don't have a VR headset.
Fucking Oculus. They buy Oculus. They set this thing up thinking they're going to sell bullshit property to nobody. What is going on in this world?
Yeah, sell bullshit property. You go shopping and like interact with your friends in the VR world and shit like that. It's like, fucking why? Who asked for this?
And where is all the money coming from? Just everybody seems to have all of this money, except for people I know.
Yeah, except for the people I know too.
It's like everybody I know.
All that
can't
Facebook
afford...
money comes from ad revenue. which we don't have.
There's a lot of money that doesn't exist that a lot of people are spending.
Yeah. And I'm spending money that actually does exist, but it technically doesn't. I could literally go to the bank and pull it out right now. But if I had $800,000 and I decided one day that I wanted to pull it out in cash, the bank isn't going to give you $800,000 in cash. They don't have $800,000 in cash.
And what's the limit? I think $3,000 before you have to fill up special paperwork to the government and tell them why you're pulling the money out?
Yeah. You literally have to explain to the government why you're pulling out this money and what you need it for. Why? So that they can fucking tax you on it.
It's I can't handle it no more, man. We got to change. And I wish Trump was the guy that could do it, but I don't think he is, unfortunately.
I know. I wanted him to be that guy too, but I also knew that he, like I said, I knew that he was just going to be the equivalent of throwing a monkey wrench into the machine and just watching it explode. So, on one hand,
I want him to come out and just go, you know what? I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. We're just going to do what's right from here on out.
That's a weird implication there.
I mean, literally, I just want him to go on, these fucking Republicans, you're not going to walk all over me this time. This is it. I don't have to be reelected, so fuck you. We're not doing any of this. This is what we're going to do. Number one, we're going to get porn restored in Florida.
That's the first thing.
Hey, Trump's in Florida a lot, and he can't get on Pornhub.
I mean, he's got Melania.
When do you think the last time he actually put his dick in Melania was?
Okay, fair. But he has money, and he can get any whore he wants, I'm pretty sure. Even if she fucking hates him, be like, all right, how much to fuck me even though you hate me?
I mean, if you're a president, you can fuck any girl you want. Ask Clinton.
Yeah. Ask JFK. Ask Robert Kennedy.
Them guys. And the RFK Jr. is a pussy hound. He's gotten nailed cheating on 6 chicks now.
Yeah. He's a Kennedy. Of course he is.
We're drunks and we love to fuck. Oh my God. I might be a Kennedy.
No, you're too poor to be a Kennedy.
I want to be a Hunter Biden, maybe. Someday.
You mean to be the son of a very rich and successful father?
Has there ever been a good child growing up in the White House?
That's a good question. I might have to get back to you on that one.
Maybe Chelsea Clinton?
I don't know if I'd say Chelsea Clinton.
But I know the Bush twins were fucking drunk whores back in college, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Who else? I don't know. I guess the Obama girls are always stoned, but cool.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Weed's illegal in Washington, D.C. What's the problem? They're over 21. See, people just still have the stigma of marijuana.
I know.
Even though it's completely legal. But you know what's going to kill marijuana legalization? The smell.
Yeah. That really is the kicker.
I really wish that a lot of people would respect other people that don't like the smell of marijuana. Not because I'm being an asshole. It's just
it's just courtesy.
Everything I hear now from people, I don't like the smell. I had to smell it everywhere. I hate it. I understand. It's an acquired smell. Once you smoke it, you'll never hate it. You got to smoke it. And you'll never hate it.
Exactly. But if you don't smoke it, then it does smell fucking awful. I understand that 100%.
Same with cigarette smoke too. I walk around and be like, "Oh, you smoke," and I'm like, "How do you smell that? I don't smell it. It's gross." Oh, whatever.
That's why I smoke menthols.
I had one girl go, "You smoke in your house? What are you, a psycho?" I'm like, "What do you think? The house is going to blow up if I'm smoking in it? What does that mean?"
It means you're breathing in secondhand smoke on a daily basis.
Oh, That makes sense. See, Marco, you might save my life.
Yeah, you gotta at least open a window and blow that shit outside. Like no joke, but my grandma, she smoked like a goddamn chimney for as long as I've known her, and as far as my dad has known her, she smoked like a goddamn chimney. She would just sit in that chair in that exact same spot and just chain smoke Marbreds all goddamn day. And I remember one day when I was a teenager, I think 15, 16, my dad just took a spray bottle of water and just sprayed the wall behind the chair, and the water just immediately went black as it ran down the wall. And we were just like, Jesus Christ!
I remember going to family gatherings for like Christmas and shit on my mom's side of the family, and every single person in my mom's family smokes.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't go outside and smoke, so we're all in there opening Christmas presents and just cigarettes after cigarettes and pipes and cigars and just smoking and smoking and smoking.
Yep.
At the end of the night, you'd open the front door, and it literally somebody called the fire department once because there's so much smoke rolling out of the front door.
Yeah.
And it's just like we were in this smoke chamber for like 6 straight hours.
Yeah. And at the same time, like I said, my grandma smoked like a goddamn chimney. She smoked around us inside the house. We just stayed away from her. You know what I mean? When she was smoking, he's like, yeah, just don't go near her and don't breathe in the smoke. But now I smoke cigarettes, and I'm just like outside on a porch smoking a cigarette, and people are bitching at me. I'm just like, I'm literally outside. What are you complaining about? And he's like, we got kids here. I'm like, I am outside. I'm not blowing the smoke in your kid's fucking face. I've literally played fucking Twister and shit while my grandma was smoking a cigarette right behind me. I'm totally fine. You know, it's not gonna fucking kill me. I mean, it will eventually, but not right now.
Oh, yeah. My mom used to fucking chain smoke in the car, windows up.
Windows up. Jesus.
Now she cracks the window when she's smoking, so.
Oh, thank God. She figured it out eventually.
Oh, my God. But yeah, it's just people just be cool while smoking weed, or they're going to take it away from us. You know what I mean? It's just like.
Absolutely. Yeah. You
I
have to
weed.
have some sort of fucking etiquette. You can't be the fucking. You're basically doing the equivalent of waving your dick around, just being like, hell yeah, look at me, I got weed, and you're just walking down the street blowing smoke in people's faces. They're gonna take your weed away from you because you got a chip on your shoulder.
It's just quit being assholes. You know, nobody goes around fucking slamming beers in front of people's faces. We've learned how to not drink in public.
Yes. Eventually, it took us a couple hundred years as a nation, but yeah, we figured it out.
And do I support you getting thrown in jail for smoking weed in public? I 100% do. I do.
Really?
I know that's shocking.
That is shocking.
But, you know, I want to keep the movement going. I want to be able to go to a dispensary and buy pot. And if you keep blowing it into kids' faces on the strip, we're not going to have pot anymore in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smoke it in your room. Smoke it in an alley. Don't smoke it on the fucking strip and blow it into tourist faces. It's killing the industry.
Why are you bringing kids to Vegas anyway?
I don't understand these psychos that bring their kids and their dogs everywhere with them.
I mean, yeah.
Keep them at home.
Yeah, fucking, I don't get why you would take your kid to a fucking city in a state where prostitution is illegal. Why would you take your kid there? You know,
it's not a place for. It's not a place for couples. It's not a place. It's a place for single people to go have fun. That's what Las Vegas is designed for.
Yeah, it's designed for single people to go have fun and for boomers to go waste their pension.
For guys that come out with wives that just get their dick sucked for the first time in 20 years, go home and they're nice to their wives now. Not 20 years.
Yeah.
But
what used to be the mecca for the mafia.
It's just, you got to be responsible being irresponsible. I know people, he's a nerd. he's against smoking. I am. I'm against smoking weed in public. I'm really against concentrates and all that shit too, but that's for a whole other show, and we got to get the hell out of here.
Yes, we do.
I hate it. I hate when we bomb so bad, and we finally got our mojo back, and it's time to go. But
I know. I know.
Oh, well. So I apologize for the listeners tonight. I wasn't properly prepared for the program, but we got through it. I don't know how we did 2.5 hours, but we did.
You say this every episode.
God, tonight, too, I'm gonna keep it to 90 minutes, but it was so bad. I had to
No, we have to pick this up. We can't just leave it like this.
Yeah, a good thing, a smart thing would be maybe just to edit the first hour out of this for the replay.
That might be the smartest thing you've ever said.
If my name was Nas Redna, I'd already be on that. But my name is Johnny Cush, and I'm a lazy pot smoker, so it's probably just going to stay the way it is.
Yeah. Because why hide?
If I could figure out, I don't know how to fucking download these giant files and edit them. It's too much. It's 9 gigs.
Yeah,
our shows are like 9-10 gigs.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. Just 2 hours of audio is 9 gig.
I got to take a class or something. I don't know.
There's got to be a YouTube tutorial of that some Indian telling you how to use Rumble.
Oh, I trust me. It seemed to have been working a little better tonight. It worked great last night.
True. Yeah, it did work better than last week's show.
But all right. Anything else before we leave tonight?
No, nothing really other than check out the playlist, MHH Johnny's Picks on Spotify and YouTube Music, which is officially reached over 400 songs and 30 hours worth of music for anything and everything you could possibly think of. Working, playing video games, long-ass drive to see your team disappointingly lose their attempt at the Super Bowl and back. Like, even this playlist will cheer you up after a crushing defeat like that.
Get you prepared for a 2.5 hour podcast.
Yeah, get you hyped. Get you ready.
And for some reason, it will play 10,000 volts every 5 songs. I don't know why.
You noticed that too?
Yes.
I know. It always plays 10,000 volts without fucking fail. I was like, how does this happen?
It's always in the shuffle, no matter what. No matter how hard you get it out of the shuffle, it's always there. But now I've heard the song so many fucking times. It's like the greatest song in the world to me now.
I know. I used to hit skip every time, but now it comes on. I'm just like, all right, fuck it, I'll listen to it.
Because it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so good.
It's so bad, but it's still catchy somehow.
Yeah, check out the playlist. It is fucking awesome. I am going to do the YouTube one because I got to get my YouTube thing back up. And Paz has something to say before we leave. He says, "Yeah, have a good night." And Paz, I got some stuff I got to do for you. We got to figure this out.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta get into. Well, number one is I'm going to get into. I'm really going to look into before next week what exactly is the thing he says he has, the Gateway Project. I'm going to look into. You know what? I'm going to do a documentary on the Gateway Project.
He's actually sent me literature and videos, and I've been slowly but surely getting through them and gathering notes for when we eventually have him on the show. I
can't wait. So I'm gonna get caught up too then. So we'll both know what we're talking about because I'm intrigued.
Okay. All right, I'll at least send you the video that he sent me because I can't imagine you reading government files.
Well, I'm just saying if what happened to him allows him to be calm from a woman blowing his house up, hiring hitmen to kill him, poisoning him, running him over with a car, sleeping with so-called hitmen, offered him weed $200 for him. The guys show up to his work, go, "We're going to murder you," and he goes, "All right, go ahead. I don't care. I'm good. No problem here. I want to be. Maybe I need to go to the Gateway Project so I don't have a hot temper anymore. I'd like to get this temper out of control."
From what I've read, it doesn't seem like a fun time, but maybe he'll explain it for us better.
Well, after sucking on this pen too all night, I don't think it's going to be a fun time tonight either. For me, I'm gonna have my own little. I think I'm gonna have my own little gateway project going on tonight in my bedroom.
Yeah. You'll listen to Temple of Pan on a continuous loop.
That's not even funny. It's happened.
It's a great song.
Every time I listen to that fucking song, I hear something new, and it's driving me crazy. The amount of shit in that song.
I know, and it's just two guys. I think he said it was only him and Renee, right? It was two people. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I kind of eavesdropped on what you guys got going on. And I'm like, what an anal retentant! Wow, that's why his shit sounds good and mine doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, because he actually has perfectionist care and effort into his craft. We're just fucking around.
God, how can I refocus my OCD into his OCD? I need that.
Dedication.
That guy is so meticulous.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna. I can't even imagine what you're going through with that guy. He goes, well, you know, we're supposed to be. I came in at 80, but he wants it at 83 BPMs, and you're like, all right, too much, way too much.
Well, too much for you, maybe, but for me, it's just like it doesn't seem like that much to me. But I'm not the one producing it, so if that's what the producer says, then okay, you know.
No, it's just amazing how much different a world with professional people is compared to the world I live in.
I know. Like when he told me the people that were going to be involved in this project we're working on, they're people that, you know, Renee is someone that he interviewed on his show at Nosredna on YouTube and Rumble, by the way. So you know, I looked him up and I looked up his band. There's a Flesh Parade. You ever looked up Flesh Parade?
Yeah, fucking intense.
It's just utter fucking chaos, and I mean that in the best way possible. I'm not talking shit about him, but it's just the thing for me. I was like, okay, so you want me to be the lead singer with these grindcore guys backing me? Not only that, but these are guys that technically like invented the genre. And I'm just supposed to waltz in there like, yeah, I got this.
You know? Yeah, I just always hung around like, you know, fucking bar garage musicians.
Yeah.
I've never just seen the kind of interaction with professionals going, oh, that's why those guys. It wasn't because of a bad break. It wasn't because this or that. It's because they're not like these guys who literally smell, live, and breathe music 24 hours a day nonstop.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a level of obsession that I want to achieve. And I mean, I am a music nerd and I do understand music theory, but I have met my match many times from people. And like I remember I bumped in when I went to the Art Institute in Seattle. I took a music theory course, and there was only one dude who was in that course that actually could challenge me on my music theory level, and it was only because this dude was a child prodigy at the piano. And he could play anything on the fucking piano, and I fucking hated this guy. I hated his taste in music, his opinions on music, like everything about him. I just fucking hated his guts. But he could play the piano like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, music theory is very simple.
It is, but it isn't.
It's once you understand triads, you understand everything.
Yeah,
very simple.
Yeah. Music theory is just math and Latin. Is all it really is.
Everything is based on a triad, and once you realize life is based on a triad, you will win, my friend.
All right, that seems like a good place to end it.
Oh my god, I've never done a show that was the worst and best show at the same time.
Yeah, I know. There was a weird fucking shift.
We'll be back to normal next week. I'll be properly baked and prepared to do a program and not jumping out of a car and running into a house.
Yes, absolutely.
The first time in my broadcasting career, I had nothing to say. I've never. I don't know what the hell happened to me tonight.
You were busy.
That's never happened to me, ever. It's the first time ever I got out. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I have nothing to say. I was so bored, full of fucking highway hypnosis.
Highway hypnosis. That's a good way to put it.
Watching out for that bad old black dog coming down, are you? You want to see a good fucking funny movie? Check out Black Dog, Meatloaf as a truck driver. That has hallucinations of wild black dogs coming up out of the street attacking him while he's driving his big rig. It's a great movie.
That sounds weird on paper, but it could easily be good. I'll have to check that out for sure.
Top 10 terrible trucker movies of all time.
Are there any good ones?
Yes. What is the one where the trucker, they fuck with the trucker on the CB and the trucker won't stop fucking with him through the whole movie? Candy cane. Freeway? No, it wasn't Freeway. I'll come with it. But they told this guy to show up naked and bring some pink champagne to this room, and they were fucking with the guy, and he went in, and there was another guy in there, and he killed the guy.
Oh, damn.
And then the whole time, the trucker's mad now. He's going to kill those kids.
Yeah, that doesn't ring any
movie.
bells. I don't think I've seen that one.
He just goes, the whole movie, he goes, candy cane, looking for candy cane.
That sounds awful.
Oh, God, that's the PSN. All right, man, thank you. Check out the playlist, and check out Marco at MarcoVEE193 on Twitter.
Yes.
They tell you to like and subscribe, but you don't listen to us. You're stoners. You forgot already.
Yeah. We say we got to tell people to like and subscribe, and we know that you know better, but sometimes you can't even bother to move your thumb, and we get that.
And this is that show where, like, hopefully nobody watched it. Please, nobody's seen it. Please, please, please be one of those ones that everybody forgot to watch. It'll be the highest rated, whatever. All right.
Yeah, it'll be the one that people actually listen to and clip for some reason.
And the thing that sucks, that really fucking irritates me the most, that's really going to bite me in the skull for the rest of the night, is that asshole that came in. I was not ready for that guy yet. At all. We could have had so much fun with him, but no, I'm like, hey, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, you immediately jumped the fucking gun.
All right. Pissing listeners off one show at a time. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want nobody listening to this, you son of a bitch. Get out of here. Where's
Play
pause?
the song. Yeah.
Would you guys go to a break 9 minutes in? Yeah, we're having some problems, asshole. See, at the time, worst thing ever. Now, fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, man. I think we had shut out last call, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to sit on the edge of my bed and weep uncontrollably till next Tuesday.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, dude. Signing off.
Peace out, everybody. And coming
double
up
nickels
is,
are always bad luck. Double nickels on a full moon. We were up against it.
Oh yeah, but we persevered, and so can you.
Just smoke some more weed, and it all gets better. We already proved our point tonight.
Life is a triad.
Maybe, tonight I'm gonna get super high. I'm gonna break out some of that Abraham Lincoln shit.
Oh yeah.
Woo woo.
News. A rare dime hidden for decades sells for over $500,000. An extraordinary rare dime whose whereabouts had remained a mystery since the late 1970s has just sold for just over $500,000. Who needs dimes when you got fucking?
I had a dime rubbing my crotch. In Glendale, Arizona. She was a dime. Only cost me $400.
That's so funny.
But I was going. Next time you get a lap dance, just go woo woo.
Yeah, just play this song and tell her that you wrote it. It's fine.
And look out for the girls that eat cigarettes.
That's the real vibes you need.
That
right?
was the funniest fucking.
Franklin D. Roosevelt. You need that. You need that Abraham Lincoln Kush, dog. You need to smoke the fucking Gettysburg Address and shit.
The song turned out way better than it
should.
should.
Shit that frees the slaves, motherfucker.
Woo woo.
Underground.